Welcome to this video. This video is about online video games creation model with the samples from UM students. My name is Teow Keong with metric number 255886N.
My name is Lam Hui Min, number metric 4566832. We will first introduce you to the background study, scope, and the problem statement. According to definition, online games can be defined as the player who uses internet service when he or she plays the game, and according to global, it also can be as a multiple online games or MOG, where it involves multiple players battling in the same arena or field. The variables can affect students involved in online games are addiction level, motivation level, impulsivity, academic intelligence, gender, peer effect, leisure time, age, interest, motivate to escape, and cultural effect. The purpose statement of the study is multiple regression is used by most of the researchers in the study where it is not indirect. That can be solved by using binary regression. And the scope of study is to estimate the population of students who involved in online games. Now, let us go to objective 1, that is descriptive statistics of respondents. The data shows that there is an abnormal skewness of 4.56 and a high kurtosis of 26.25 where the outlier is suspected. So, a further analysis needs to be done. From the peer effect graph, the detected outliers are 20, 29, 41, and 28. And from the Excel entry data, there is 65 respondents which exceed minimum requirement of 45 respondents and central limit theorem of 30. After removing the outliers, we now left only 61 respondents. And the data clearly shows that the skewness is now 1.04, which is acceptable, and the kurtosis is 0.320, which is also acceptable as well. From a graph count of gender, we knew that the female respondents are higher than the male respondents, as the female students in UUM are 75%, much higher than the male students. From the graph count of college, most of the students placed online games are from CHAS, which is around 59.02%, following by COB 24.59%, and the last is Colgate 16.39%. From the graph count of those involved in online video games, they are around 59.02% of respondents play online video games, and the rest, which is 40.98%, do not play. From here, we know that most of the students does not affect by the cultural effect when playing online video games. From the table, all the independent variables, kurtosis and skewness, are considered normal, as the kurtosis of independent variables are between -3 to 3. From the histogram, most of the respondents have moderate addiction level, motivation level, some impulsivity, motivate to escape, accept interest has high moderate relationship with dependent variable.
Now let us look into the objective 2 of the study. The objective 2 of the study is to investigate the relationship between the dependent variables and the independent variables. In this objective, we are going to look into several assumptions such as normality, autocorrelation, and multicollinearity. The objective 1 of the study surveys the normality of the data. In this correlation matrix, we see that there are three variables with a significant moderate correlation, which are the motive to escape, motivation level, and the interest. However, multicollinearity problem occurs with the motivation level and interest. By doing the multicollinearity analysis with the two variables as the dependent variables and other independent variables as the independent variables, we found that the VIF for the ML is smaller than the interest. Therefore, the interest is being omitted. The autocorrelation is not a problem since this is not a time series data. Therefore, by using the following regression model as the natural logarithm of the odd ratio as dependent variable and the motivation level and motive to escape as the independent variable, we can do the regression analysis for the data. The value of the variables are as follows. Binary logistic regression does not include linearity as part of the assumptions. The significance of the regression model being developed is tested using the chi-square test. By referring to the chi-square test, we found that the overall model is significant for chi-square. This is because p-value is smaller than 0. The significance of the Hosmer test is not important matter. The coefficient of the independent variables shows that the independent variables are significant. This is because the p-value are all smaller than 0 and with the following value of coefficient in the independent variables. This is the regression model. By looking into this regression model, we found that the value negative 5.2979 shows that when there is no multiplication level and motive to escape, the natural logarithm of all ratio will be negative 5.2979. Whereas the another two coefficients of the independent variable shows that when the motivation level increased by 1 unit, the natural logarithm of the odd ratio will increase by 1.2923. Same goes to the motive to escape. The further verification is needed. By referring to this classification table, it shows that 77% of the results are accurate. Next, we are going to look into the objective 3 of the study. In this video, we are going to look into objective 3 and objective 4 of the study. The objective 3 of the study is to investigate various scenarios expected that will influence the probability of a UM student involved in online video games. Whereas the objective 4 of the study is about the decision making for the management to build more cyber cafes. Before we look into the various scenarios expected, we shall first look into how to get the odd ratio and the probability of a student in UM involved in online video games. From the regression model we obtain in regression analysis, the odd ratio can be obtained using the following formula. By doing some simple algebra operation, we can easily obtain the probability of a UM student involved in online video games using the following formula. By using the formula above with the assistance of Microsoft Excel, we get the following situational matrix. In this situational matrix, we notice that when a UM student is highly motivated by the online video games with high motive to escape, the probability can go up to 99.33%. Whereas in the case of the moderate motive to escape with moderate motivation level, a UM student has probability of 70.65% to involve in online video games. In the case of the lowest motive to escape with lowest motivation level, UM student only have 3% to be involved in online video games. Now we shall look into how this result will influence the decision of the UM management. By looking back into these two histograms, we found that the mod for the motivation level and the motive to escape for UM students is 3. Therefore, by looking back into the situational matrix, a UM student will have probability of 70.65% to involve in online video games. The UM management will have to build a cyber cafe. We will now look into the conclusion of the study.
Let us continue with conclusion and recommendation. From the data, we know that 7 out of 11 independent variables which have positive relationships. However, only motivation level, interest, and motive to escape have moderate strong relationship with dependent variables. For recommendation, researchers should be prepared more questions for the non-gamers and the professional gamers. By this way, more hardcore gamers will theoretically take it and more variance data would enhance overall data quality. Overall, there should not be a denied statement that UM students cannot be gamers. That's all from us. Thank you.